couldn't join the meeting, so I watched it.
Okay, great. Good morning to everyone again. Today we will cover paragraphing, giving examples, we will watch video and we will check your homeworks. Homework's been sent 1 hour ago. There were 3 readings about false questions and 1 for headings. You can turn off your microphones while you are not speaking, and when you want to ask questions, you can just ask straight away, okay?
Okay.
Great. Can you see good paragraphing writing file?
Yes.
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 Starting abroad.
That's great. Now let's start. In my last poll, the questionnaire, when I asked what are your weaknesses in writing essays, you told me that you are having difficulties, troubles while writing the examples, giving examples, giving a support, making effective points, arguments in your paragraph. So that's why today we will cover this. Then we will move smoothly to the exactly giving examples. What are the ways of giving examples? What words you can use? What kind of statistics, facts, opinions, results you can use, okay? Let's start. Can you read this paragraph for yourself? Okay. So studying abroad. Studying abroad has 2 main benefits. Firstly, people who study abroad can get a better job when they are returned to their home country. This is because their qualification and experience mean that they tend to get jobs that are higher paid, and they can also gain promotion quickly. Another advantage of studying abroad is the independence students can gain. For example, students have to cope with the challenges of living alone and meeting new people from different cultures. As a consequence, they will become more confident in their life and their relationships with others. All in all, it's clear that studying abroad is a beneficial experience. So while looking at this paragraph, can you tell me that it is a good paragraph or not?
Yes.
It is good. Why it's good?
Because it has examples.
Perfect. Why else?
Structure is so good.
Yeah, exactly. The structure is good. So first of all, we have the starting. Yes, student studying abroad has 2 main benefits. So now the examiner knows that your paragraph will be about what? About
benefits of studying abroad.
Yes, classes, right?
Yes.
So your paragraph should be about only about 2 benefits, no 3 benefits, no disadvantages, only about the benefits. So here we can see that this paragraph has a coherence. It's very clear to understand. Then it goes firstly, and the student presents the argument. Firstly, people who study abroad can get a better job when they return to their home country. So the first advantage is you can get a better job. And do we have example for the first argument?
No.
No, but we have what?
Explanation.
Explanation, great. Because in one paragraph, giving 2 examples can be a little tough and also might be descriptive. So that's why you can give supporting sentences. You develop, you explain why it's good. So it's equal to giving an example. So the support goes, this is because their qualification experience mean that they tend to get jobs and get higher paid and promoted quickly. So it's a great support to give. So now we are going to next one, another advantage. So we are going to now second advantage. The second advantage has support or explanation or example.
Example.
Example. For example, students have to cope with the challenges of living alone and meeting new people from different cultures. And as a consequence, they will become become more confident in their life and their in relationship with others. All in all, it's clear that studying abroad is beneficial experience. Does the student end the paragraph with example or with? So after example, what kind of sentences student has included here?
Consequence overall.
Yeah, concluding sentence. So what this example gives to us, the student is explaining. He's not just giving the example, but also explaining why this example here is relevant. So while you give example in your paragraphs, do not just leave your paragraph with example. After that, you have to give concluding sentence. You have to make a summary why this example was so useful. Here, topic sentence. Topic sentence should state what the paragraph should be about, right? You will have the topic, which is studying abroad, and you will have controlling idea. Who remembers what's controlling idea? Do you remember?
It's like main purpose, maybe.
Yeah, your main arguments, main purpose of this paragraph. You can state them at the start, saying that this is the advantage and this is the advantage, or you can just say that this has two advantages. Then your second sentence goes supporting sentences. So supporting sentence can be just support or example, right? So the examples and the support, they develop your essay, they develop the topic. So by giving examples, you can give reasons. Reasons are counted as examples too. Giving examples, already an example, facts, results, statistics, or anything else that proves that your ideas are true. So by the word example, there is not only clear example that you must provide, you can in different forms. So do not torture yourself if you cannot give the example. The reasonings, result. Okay. Next one. Let's look at the examples, how the supporting idea, reason, result will look like. So the support sentence that explain the benefits of studying abroad. First one, people get better job when they return home. So it's supporting idea. It can be counted as example. Better qualifications, experience mean better pay and promotion. So here the word mean means the reason. So it's already an example for you. Presenting the result now has a high standard of living. So people abroad, they want to live abroad because they want to have a better standards of living, better conditions. Students gain independence. It's a good way of developing your argument without giving example too. Here are more examples. You can read them. And the last one, the concluding sentence is optional. There is no such structure, clear structure that states that your essay must have concluding sentence. Or the IELTS has not granted us with the materials that says that your example should look exactly like this or exactly like that. They only say that it should be academic, it must be formal. So from this, and that they say that it should be coherent. So from their words, you can say that the concluded sentence there should be is logical, but if it doesn't have and you have a good explanation, it's enough. But if you have good advanced English, then I would advise you to add concluding sentence. Because it's like a signal that you are ending and it tells the reader about why this example, why these points were important. So how your paragraphs are marked, you know or not, I don't know, but your paragraphs are marked independently. The last lesson we did the conclusion introduction as they are marked independently, and body paragraphs are also marked independently. So how it does look like, they look at the unity and coherence. You know what's coherence, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. For paragraph writing, you must have unity and coherence. Because without this, the examiner cannot follow your essay, cannot follow your logic, and has to reread your essay again and again to understand your point. So first, your essay, if you want to get band 7 in IELTS or 20 marks in your lyceum exams, you must have your paragraphs logically organized. So it means if you are saying that the first advantage of studying at university is that the better promotion at job and good standards of living, then this first one, the good standards of living, then promotion. It should come in order, the way you present them. Next one is a good range of cohesive devices. Cohesive device is this one. Firstly, secondly, therefore, as a consequence, as a result, the words that are make the essay like better to understand, easier to understand. And also presents a clear central topic with each paragraph. Real central point is your topic of the essay. Like topic of the essay here was living abroad. So you must put this one into your paragraphs as a startup. Firstly, and state the controlling idea. No, first the topic, then controlling idea goes. And then the unity. Who knows what is the unity?
Like единство.
Yes. So in paragraphs, it means what? Can you elaborate?
Hello.
Who knows? Abdurrahim, do you know what's unity?
No, I don't.
Okay. It's a way of you focusing only on one topic. So if you say that in order to lose weight, the people should attend the gym and eat less fast food. So your paragraph should have the focus only in these two things. If it goes out of this topic, it means your paragraph doesn't have the unity. It should discuss only one thing and it should focus into one thing. So if you go out, it's off topic, your essay, your paragraph is failing. The coherence is all about the logical order, and while checking your coherence, they look at the supporting sentence that are arranged in logical order and on transition signals. With logical order, you are already familiar with, we have covered, but transition signal. What is transition signal? Can you tell me what is transition signal?
Сигнальные слова.
Okay, examples?
It's like keywords.
Firstly, secondly,
Firstly,
anyway,
secondly, yes.
links, yeah.
Yeah, you can say even linking words. It's the words that you start your sentence with. You cannot start your sentence with, for example, with such as. Can you start with such as? It's impossible. You have, there are words, transition signals that you must start with them only. Like first of all, for instance, another advantage, first advantage as a consequence, overall, these ones are the words that you have to start with. When you have these ones in your essay included, it means your essay is good. Do you have any questions regarding the structure of the paragraph?
No.
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 Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you will have, you are welcome to ask.
Abdurrahim's voice is like Afro-American. Hey, yo, man.
Я болею просто.
I think it's the same.
No.
Well, I recognize his voice, that's why. Okay, now let's move to next one. Now let's focus on exactly how to give example. Can you see the next file?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. So these are the 3 questions that are super popular. Can I give personal examples from my own life?
No?
Should I invent statistics to cite in my essays? And do I need an example in every paragraph? Here is the keyword invent, and you should have the talent to invent.
Of course.
Yes.
46% of people are sick of coronavirus.
Yeah. Good one. Okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. It is.
But I don't know if it's 46.
Well, it's quite realistic.
Yeah.
Okay,
Monday,
so can I give personal examples from my own life? Never, ever. You're not. So, the IELTS essay task 2 tells you to use your personal experience while writing the I know. However, it doesn't mean you have to use your own life. In the essays, do not mention yourself, your family, father, mother, cat, neighbor. Don't. It's not allowed at all. It makes your essay informal. Even you cannot mention your friend. I know your friends are sacred, they are saints, they're your best friends, but no. But you can turn your personal examples into good general examples. For example, I like to exercise in the mornings before work. It's a personal, not allowed, but you can say many people like to exercise in the mornings before work. It's better. It's general, it's clear, it's understandable, all good. Do you get the point? You have to give example in the first one.
Miss Malika, can we create our own example, like coming up with our own statistic?
Yeah, I will move to the next question will be about statistics.
Okay.
Okay, next one. My parents have to take time of work to look after me and my sister when we are sick. So again, it's personal. Why it's personal? Because it says my parents, me and my sister. So as I said, family is not an option to include. But what you can say is many parents have to take time of work to look after their children. You see how easy it is to give example. You just put many people, many parents, many students, many teenagers, many elders, many adults, and your example is done right there. Is this part clear?
Yes.
How to turn personal example to general one. So if it's easy for you, first personal example, then change the words and make it general.
Okay.
Should I invent statistics to cite in my essay? Okay. When you run out of ideas, I don't have it. Of course, you can invent your ideas, your statistics. However, some students, they just start exaggerating and they make the studies crazy. They are not convincing at all. For example, they may say that the 90% of the world are suffering from some disease. It's crazy, it's unrealistic, examiner will not believe and will know that it's bullshit and your example is failing. So giving examples that are truly unrealistic is equal like committing suicide, just going and risking your whole exam just for one example. So if you are giving statistics and you're creating your own ones, make sure that they sound realistic. But if you are not sure that they are like realistic enough to state in the example, just make a general statement, as here. If you say that 45% people are suffering from coronavirus, just because let's say that some people or a quarter or some amount are suffering from coronavirus, without giving the exact statistic number. And sometimes, as I realized in your last task 2 essays, the statistics that you are giving are not linked to the controlling idea. at all. So here is the example. Do you remember, yes, what is controlling idea? Main arguments. So here is the example, a perfect example of how not to do in the exam. There are some who argue that the main reason why McDonald's is very popular is that it is healthy. Is it a true statement? First of all, McDonald's, is it healthy?
No, the junk food.
It is not healthy. You already controlling idea is already incorrect. And now look at the example. In a recent study, 70% of people who ate at least twice a week in the restaurant reported losing more than 10 kilograms over the course of a year. Therefore, it's vital that everybody eats fast food. Is it logical? Is it convincible? Is it realistic?
No.
Just one thing. Who goes to a restaurant twice a week?
Good point. But look, here is saying first that McDonald's is healthy. Second, that people are losing weight because of McDonald's. The ideas are not connected. They are not real. The person is lying. It's clear. So when you give unrealistic examples, unrealistic ideas, that's how it looks like. That is a clear illustration, visual illustration, that the making up statistics that doesn't exist will look like this. So that's why when you are making up statistics, make sure that it's real. But if you don't want to risk, go to general examples. General examples are safe and less hard. Now, here is with statistic, here without statistic. Now let's compare. Firstly, there are psychological differences between men and women. Men are stronger, which means that they have an advantage when doing jobs which involve intense physical work. Men. For instance, it's well known that the majority of construction work is done by men. So the example here is general, it's clear, it's understandable, and it's much safer than using statistics. And that's why the student will get better mark on this one. Jasmine, could I answer to your question about inventing?
No, I have no questions.
Okay, great.
But I want to ask one question actually. Can we use in essays the phrase which means? Because once you told me that it isn't recommended to use which means in essays because it kind of.
Better to use thus or therefore.
Okay, thank you.
You are more academic. Now, ways of providing examples. As last time, the students keep saying, I'm tired of using the word phrase in conclusion or to conclude with, I'm just repeating myself, I'm so tired from it. Okay, and then the students start saying, I don't want to use the phrase, for example, it's repetitive, I don't want it, it's descriptive. Here are the examples of how you can give example without the use of the word example. First one, of course, we will start with, for example, then we will move on. So many people today have an unhealthy diet. For example, they eat too much fast food that is high in sodium and saturated fats. Is it a good example?
Yes,
Why?
because it's explaining like
Why people eat a lot of fast food. That's why.
Yeah, it's connected, yes, unhealthy diet, it's connected, the example is connected to the topic. And it's realistic, it's good, it's kind of. Next one, we can give examples with such as, but do not give at the start of the sentence. Make it complex, connected. For example, you can only follow the nouns, as you know. Many people today eat too much fast food, such as hamburger and pizza. So do you think it's a good example? Yes, no?
No.
Why it's not? Why do you think it's not?
I think it's a boring
It's boring.
example,
Okay,
like too simple.
too simple. Guys, when you want to speak, only turn on your microphones. Other time, you should turn it off in order not to make noise. Okay? People who are not speaking, you must turn off your microphones. Only when you want to ask a question, turn it on. It's making loud noises. Okay, with the phrase such as, you can give examples actually in your essays, but you must make it in the middle. That's why your example may sound simple because it's in the middle and what you say after is quite short. But it's possible. It's one of the ways of giving example, especially for those ones who are just starting to write an essay, and for them it's hard to give a long academic examples, so they can start with such as. And next one, which I see with girls, or mostly in the center, they use this one. They start with take, their examples. It's quite creative and it's quite good. So it's alternative for example, in the expression take, which means, for example, let's read it. This is particularly good if you have an example that needs full sentence or two to be explained. So when your English is good, you want to make a clear point with your example, it's good to use this option. Take fast food, for example. Even eating only once or twice a week can have a negative impact on your health, as most shop-bought food is high on sodium and saturated fat. You see, the example is quite long and it's in 2 sentences. It's a good alternative to use. So today I will give you task 2 essay. So I expect such good examples in your essays. And next one, a good illustration of this. It is quite popular among you. A good illustration is another good way to signal that an example is coming. It's a good phrase. People often eat healthy food without realizing it. A good illustration of this is when people buy yogurts that are labeled low in fat because they think they are healthy, but in fact they contain high amounts of sugar. It is much better than using, for example, because it's rarely used and it's a good way to impress the examiner. And last one is in fact. In fact is used much less compared to illustrate or, for example, for instance, because for some reason students found it to be a little hard to put it. Okay, let's read the example. People often eat unhealthy food without realizing it. In fact, many yogurts are labeled low fat, but in fact they contain high amounts of sugar. In fact, may sound like it doesn't fit to its purpose, to the sentence. However, it makes your essays really look sophisticated. I advise you to use in fact in your task 2 essays. Also in emails, when it's quite formal, when you are writing to the stranger, it's good to use in fact. Now the last tips. I got too creative here. Sorry for the different emoticons. So first tip. You don't need to add examples to every paragraph, but it's highly recommended to have one example in one paragraph. So it means in one essay you will have 2 examples because you will have 2 paragraphs in every paragraph having 2 arguments. And second tip is you should mention yourself, friends, family in your examples, which is the main important one. You shouldn't invent fake unrealistic studies to support your arguments, because as I said, they may sound really bizarre to the examiner. And students mostly, to make their points convincible, they use the bigger numbers like 80%, 70%, 90%, and makes it fully fake. And never end body paragraph with an example. So you should have a concluding sentence at the end. It is optional for those ones who wants to get in IELTS band 6, 6.5, or in Lyceum 12, 14. It's okay for you. But if you are aiming to higher band, use concluding sentence. And good example, describe the general observations you made about the world. So general observations is that many people, for example, they work to earn money, to get promoted in job, they graduate university to have a better life, better standards, or they move abroad to support their family, to handle their financial issues. This is general observation that doesn't need to be supported. And good examples should be started with such as, for example, in fact, to illustrate, as it was mentioned here, in the ways of providing example.
In the body paragraph, we should give conclusion.
Concluding sentence, like this one.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Do you have any questions?
We give a concluding sentence, and after we should give a conclusion also.
Yeah, look here. Do you see the previous file now, studying abroad, that we discussed, paragraph?
Yes.
Yes. You see, here's the example. For example, students have to cope with the challenges of living alone and meeting new people from different cultures, right? It's the example. And after example, we have a concluding sentences. We are explaining why this example is effective, why this example is important to be here. As a consequence, they will become more confident in their life and relationships. All in all, this one is your concluding sentence. All in all, it's clear that studying abroad is beneficial experience. You make a little summary for the paragraph.
Okay. And
Are you sure?
probably.
Okay, I will see in your essay if you will have more mistakes. I will tell you.
Okay.
Okay, guys, do you have any question about giving examples?
No.
Wait, I have a question from students. Should we mention in B1 about what we will write in B2? No, you don't have to mention it. Only in paragraph 1, you will mention what this paragraph 1 will have. And in your B2, you will only state what the B2 will have. You don't have to mix them up. Okay, now let me ask from students, from you guys. From what phrases your examples can be started? Can you tell me?
For instance, to exemplify.
Okay. For example, what else?
Take X. This is
Such
X.
Okay, such as what else?
To exemplify.
To exemplify, good one.
To illustrate.
To illustrate,
To
okay.
demonstrate.
With the such as example. Can I start my sentence with such as?
No.
No. The example will be given in the middle, right?
Yes.
If it is such as.
Before
Okay,
now.
great. Yep. So I'm asking for the last time. Do you have any questions regarding giving examples or paragraphing? Because we will move to next one now.
No.
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 question.
No.
Okay. Perfect. Do you guys make wishes? A lot?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? Dreaming?
Yeah, dreaming, making a wish, wanting something.
I wish I could sleep 8 hours a day.
Wish.
No, really.
Wow.
I
Okay.
cannot sleep till 9.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I
Okay.
structured it not okay.
In the correct way?
Yeah,
Okay.
we dream a
Yes.
lot.
Okay. Do you see on movies that people throw the coin to the bridge, to the ocean or something and make a wish and they think it will come true? Have you ever tried throwing a coin?
Yes.
Yes, and does it come true? Has it ever?
Uh, uh, I don't think so.
John,
I agree, but I don't think so.
you agree but you don't think so. Okay.
Yes.
Remember we wanted to watch a video clip, but we couldn't. Because
Oh
of the internet
man,
connection.
Oh.
the girl is
Yeah,
beautiful.
today we
The
Yes.
guy in front of her, it's me right now. No, I'm really tall.
do you see the video now on your screens?
Yes.
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 Okay. It's a quite simple, but I just wanted to show you. It's quite interactive and it's nice. Let's start.
Okay.
Can you hear the sound?
No, I think.
No.
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 Can you see
Now.
the question?
Yes.
What does a desire happen for? Can you make up a sentence?
A desire for something to happen, maybe.
Desires for something
To
to
desire.
happen. This one? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job.
he make a wish, he will make a wish, or he made a wish.
You
He
made
made
it.
a wish.
Made a wish.
Made a wish.
Made a wish.
Made a wish. Yeah. Made a wish. Yeah.
There is a story behind. Look.
Wow.
Это реально так?
Yes. Who is
Of course not.
wish granter?
He is the
Can
wish
you-
granter.
Yes, plus.
Bingo.
Oh, I've seen that. Oh,
What did the man wish for? He wished for money. He wished money. He has wished for money. Which one is correct?
he wished for
Very
He
money?
wished for money. The first one.
Okay. The man's wish will come true. The wish granter will get some money. The man will not have any money.
First one.
First one.
Hey.
Yes, that's right.
Умеет, не делается потише. I'm sorry.
What? He just
How
threw a
does
coin
the wish
and
granter feel? Excited and happy, angry, or annoyed and bored.
I couldn't see his emotions.
Oh, I Why?
I think it's C. Because he was kind of bored.
Yeah, because everyone wishes for money and he's so tired of it.
Ah. Oh,
Guys, turn off your microphones while you are not speaking. He will buy an ice cream, he will throw the coin into the fountain, he will go swimming, he will make a wish. For B and D are correct.
a B and D are
B and
correct.
D.
First one.
You are.
They wish for what? For happiness, money, work, love, or all
Love.
correct?
Love.
Love.
Great. Let's see, will it work? Ah. He got scared because the alarm went off. He's very happy for the man and woman. He's upset.
First one.
This one.
The first one.
The first
First one.
How did the man and woman feel? Happy, bored, disappointed, sad, or C and D are correct?
C and
Disappointed.
D are
and D.
correct.
C and D.
last one.
It's a bad luck. What will happen?
The man will get more money.
The man will get more money. He will. It's a good help. The wish man, they're going to do what? He's going to swim, he's going to throw the coin and make a
Throw
wish.
the
What is he
coin.
going to do?
Second.
Throw the coin.
Going to swim? Oh, okay. Bye.
How does the wish granter feel?
He feels
He feels
happy because his wish came true.
yes.
He's so cute.
Yes, he is. You know, his eyes reminds me of Behruz's.
Yeah, kind of.
Very similar.
I thought you were talking about me, but okay.
Yes, I'm about you.
Ah.
Okay, we got the good ending. 100%. Good job. Okay, guys, now have you done your homeworks?
Yes.
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 Yes, Behruz is saying no. It's his way of saying no, yes. It works opposite way. Okay, true, false ones. We will start with the Amish people. How many of you have done it?
I have done it.
I've done it.
Okay, Muhammad
Кто-то
Bubu
сейчас
did
сказал.
50%. The person went quiet. Okay,
He went like, I have done it.
it's Abdurrahman.
Maybe.
Okay, first one. The answer is what?
B.
False.
False.
B.
False.
False você querer, B.
You have to look in the exam. If it says to you to put A, B, C, you must put A, B, C. If you put true, false, not given, all your answers are incorrect. So those ones who said false, true, you are correct. It should be B.
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 Yes. Oh, it's so hard to write. Okay, next one. Second one.
Not given. C.
Given. Oh, wait, C.
Exactly. The third one.
A.
A.
No.
B.
Why not A?
Exactly.
B.
Why not A? Who
B.
can prove the
B.
Amish provide their living by farming?
Because it says, 1 second.
Can you read out the correct answer?
Because
It is
they say that they are just good at, like, many of them good at.
Horses and buggies provide. No, wait, 1 second. Wait.
Many Amish are excellent farmers who do not use power machinery.
Because there are also
They're just good at it, but it's not providing their
given.
lives.
exactly. While you are reading, you have to be careful with every single word because it changes the whole meaning. Next, Amish women are highly skilled at handicraft.
A.
A.
A. Yes. I would say that.
A.
Amish children attend state schools.
B.
B.
B. Yes. Actually, it's false.
Yes.
Next, the Amish can serve in the army on special conditions.
I think it's C.
It's C.
What?
It should be A, I think.
A.
Who said A?
Me.
Jasmine.
And Jasmine and Irod, I think.
Those girls correct. It's A.
I'm not a girl.
Can you guys read out the sentence where you found the answer?
1 second.
Say
Because
just.
while I write here, I cannot go back to the text by myself.
However, Amish people have served in the military during times of war,
Yes.
and etc.
Yeah. So if there's no special condition, they don't serve it.
Ah,
Centuries ago, it was rather dangerous to follow Amish religious views. 7.
A.
yes, A.
A.
Next, now there are few Amish settlements in North America.
Well,
B.
wait.
B.
It's
B.
A.
Guys, think carefully, think carefully.
It's A. I'm sorry.
Now there are few Amish settlements in
Yes, it's
North
A.
B.
C.
I think C.
It is C.
Yes.
Really?
Because
Oh,
America wasn't in there.
But it says, wait.
Wait, let me go back to the text now. Now I can.
Pennsylvania was founded as a place welcoming people, and they moved.
Migrated.
It's about now. They
It's
later
about,
settled
they are saying now about North America. It doesn't state here about North America in now.
but
The
the last
key word,
sentence, isn't it?
they later settled in other states. It's later. And North America. Next, reading 2. The birth of seventh art. Was it interesting? I found it
Yes,
quite
actually.
interesting. It was the best one.
I skimmed read, Miss Malika. I skimmed read.
Yeah, and you
Read it.
didn't, right?
I did it.
Okay. Okay, then I expect answer from you. The first films were more documentary ones. A, B, or C?
A.
C.
B.
Behrouz,
Ah.
follow the girls. Always follow the girls.
Okay, A. What?
Good advice, right?
You should have said A.
Yes, exactly. Okay,
A.
next one. The first films were shown in specially built places.
B.
A.
B.
A.
B.
B.
E.
B.
Oh.
B.
Why is that C?
Why it's not C?
Yes.
Because let's go back to the
Because it's given that the films were conducted in cafes and so on.
yeah, only on special places over here. The early films were shown. Let me. You see?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Actually.
why. Okay, educated people ignored the cinema because it was too expensive.
A.
B.
B.
Mm.
It is B.
Yeah.
Behrouz.
Мисс Малика, it's A. Там прям дано, что они не ходили на кино.
Sure.
Look,
Not because of it's
But it was
expensive.
not expensive. It was
It
Yes.
wasn't expensive, and at first the audience consisted mainly of workers.
yeah,
Ah,
here it's
the rich are
classes. Look at
ignored.
their reasoning.
The rich and intellectual classes ignored it.
Yeah, but gradually films became longer and started to tell stories. As soon as it happened, they began to film the classics. As industrial created new phenomenon. Traveling, it wasn't expensive. Yeah, here. So the reason was not because of the price. That's why it's B.
Okay, I got it.
They
Yes.
just ignored it.
First international stars appeared in America.
It's
not
C.
given.
C.
It's not given.
It's C.
Exactly. Next, a lot of people stopped going to charts and went to the cinema instead.
It's neither B or C.
It's C.
It is C.
There's no doubt it will
Not given
be
exactly
instead.
why.
Mhm.
The appearance of sound in films was as important as the appearance of color.
A.
B.
A.
It is B. Color was key, especially at those times. Most girls imagine they are Scarlett O'Hara. Ooh.
A.
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 It says
B.
lonely girl.
Just lonely girls.
Yes.
Here it says most girls imagine most. Here is most.
Most are lonely.
But it's wrong question. They imagine now in question, but in the text it's not now.
So most girls imagine they are Scarlett O'Hara. Is it A, B, or C?
A.
B.
A.
Right.
Look, here it says a lonely girl could imagine she was Scarlett O'Hara, right? Lonely girl. Is it most girls?
No.
No. So that's
the
why
answer
it's
is what?
B.
It's B.
No, look.
It's not bad. It's B.
It's not given because here in the text it's not saying that some girls. If it was some girls, then the answer would be false. But here it says lonely girl. So they are only referring to one girl. That's why it
Okay.
is C. Next one. Critics still doubt that cinema is a form of art.
B. B.
A.
It's B. Good voice.
I can sing.
I know. I have heard you singing.
I want to write a song.
It's a good opportunity to write the song now.
Of course. That's
Okay.
why I. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I will shut. I will shut up.
A colorful world. It's last one. I know you are getting tired, but let's finish it. Colors can influence people in different ways.
True.
A.
True.
A.
You should think twice before painting your bedroom yellow.
A.
A.
True.
A. I think yes.
Yes, you have to think. Green and blue have the least soothing effect.
B.
False.
T.
It's B.
Birds and butterflies are the only ones to use bright colors for attracting mates.
B.
B.
All poisonous animals are extremely bright.
A.
B.
Ah, really?
Look, here it's saying all poisonous animals are extremely bright.
In the text, it says some poisonous
Yes.
animals.
Okay.
So your final answer?
B.
B.
No.
Hey.
No.
Not given? C?
Yes.
Can you find me the text answer?
Maybe it's C.
Why it's C? You were
Like-
just saying A or B. Why change mind? Why? Okay, the people who are saying it's A. Because of this one, some animals also use bright colors to warn potential predators that they are nasty and poisonous. Because of this one, it was B.
Yes. I think it's not given because they didn't say poisonous animals.
Exactly. They're saying that some animals are also use bright colors to warn potential predators that they are nasty and poisonous. They are not talking about only poisonous. They are nasty about predators and it's some animals. So it's C.
Okay.
It's a false when it's completely opposite, but here it's not complete opposite.
Sometimes it's tricky.
Yeah, it's really complicated. That's why not given false ones are a little tricky. Some warning colors are the same in most countries.
A.
I'll say it's A.
A.
Yes, it is A.
A.
B.
White
C.
and red
Okay.
have the same meaning all over the world.
B.
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 Exactly.
B.
And last one.
B.
B.
A.
Brides in all countries follow tradition of wearing something blue. Okay, let's go back to the text.
I think it's A.
It says not all.
Western brides.
Yeah, Western.
But not all.
Okay.
So the answer is
B.
B.
look, guys.
It's not given.
Exactly. Here they are mentioning only some places.
Ah,
They are
okay.
not talking about
Don't even
all
speak about
countries
that.
all over the world.
No.
So it is.
Бехрус знал, просто не говорил.
Не умничай.
Yeah.
Okay, have you done the next reading also?
Yes.
One.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Yeah.
I got this.
Okay. For 1 to 7, I will then write down next to it.
Ajinlikka sri qildim-ku, va hammasini.
Okay.
Или 1, 2, 3.
Okay, what's the first one?
F.
F. Here is F.
Really?
Yes.
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 What's the second one then?
A.
Second one A.
A.
No.
One.
A. What?
Guys, rethink your answers. You have a minute. Rethink your answers. You have incorrect.
First is F, then it's A. Why not?
Yes.
So your first answer is
F.
F. Second one.
Again, A.
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 Third one.
G.
Then
G.
C.
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 First.
C. C.
I am afraid. Wait. Your reading was about this one exactly. Pupils were
Yes.
put into groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What question are we discussing?
This one. Okay. Let's start. Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Let me drop. First one.
F.
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 Good job, Behruz. Second one.
A.
A.
What about others? They are not answering. I hear only 3 voices. Okay, third one.
G.
G.
G. Yes, actually.
Fourth.
C.
C.
Fifth.
E.
G.
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 Okay.
Number 6. Oh, wait, guys.
H.
Behruz.
Oh,
6.
6 H.
Cheating.
Cheating?
Yeah.
Don't tell the last one. Don't tell the last one. It's B, Miss Malika. 150% sure it is B.
A.
Sure. How did you find it?
Really? How did I find it?
He made it.
I didn't cheat. I have read.
Yeah, you have read.
Great.
Я же
Good
вам
job.
сказал шепотом все, чтоб не услышали они. Они услышали и потом сказали все ответы, right?
Girls are the teachers.
Yes.
What?
Now, look.
Вот это
For
поворот.
the next lesson, today we read this. For the next lesson, we will do linking words,
Okay.
reading, phrasal verbs were suggested, but do you want to do phrasal verbs also?
If we can use them
course.
in our essays.
In essays, you are not allowed to use them.
Mm.
Let's do not waste time then.
Yeah.
Okay. And next lesson, linking words and reading. What else do you want to do? Maybe writing.
Yes, writing. Task 2.
Task 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then our plan for next lesson is linking words, reading, and task 2. 21 or 20. After the ending this session, I will send task 2 to your groups. Do them today and send them out today by 6 more advisably. And tomorrow again at 10 o'clock, I will send you readings. You have to do them by 11 o'clock because it's less time consuming. It's easier for you to do it, but not online.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
No questions.
Oh my God. You are really sorry for выражение black.
Who?
Abdurrahim.
What?
Okay, don't mind.
Okay, guys, have a nice day. Enjoy
Yeah, baby, you don't have
your
to
Thank you
holidays.
for the lesson.
Thanks for the lesson.
to say.
Thank you guys for joining.